Adventurers Guild Arcade.
Hello there, Guildies, and welcome to a lights-dimmed, chill episode of Adventurers Guild Arcade, because we are playing, for the Nintendo Switch, Tetris Effect, which is what, Jess?
Tetris Effect is an experience. It's a visual, it's a audio, it's emotional, to be honest. I can't describe it any other way. It's basically a Tetris game. Well, you've all played Tetris before, but Tetris, but done with visual cues and music, and depending on how well you play and how well you keep up to the beat, you get different experiences and shows and stories. I basically told Steve I got very emotional while playing this game at certain points, and it might even happen tonight.
Wow. Why don't we go ahead and hit the button here?
I feel it.
So we've already started a game. We're about 9 lines in.
So this just looks like regular Tetris to the naked eye.
So we're going to talk a little less than usual during this. We're still going to speak, obviously, talk about what's happening. But since so much of this is audio-driven, and different sounds are happening at different points when different things move and different things hit and lines occur, we're going to try to keep it quiet for some of it.
So if you can see, at a certain point in lines, the music started changing, and then the more you do, the more it'll add to the music.
So, when you were playing, such a nice, as things happen, I like how the beats are happening.
But not only that, you get the experiences around as well.
When you were showing me the game earlier, it was moving from scene to scene, so you have to fill up the zone bar for that to happen, is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. So you're about halfway through this aquatic themed area.
This one is called the Deep. Each experience is, called, and then at the end of a certain whatever experience they wanted to bring you through, whether it's some zones are 3 zones, some are 6. They'll give you a ranking on how well you did in that zone. I've heard people rave about how great this Tetris game was, and I'll be honest, like most of the internet, I probably ignored it for a while, because who hasn't played Tetris? And it finally landed on the Switch. We all know I have a major crush on, the Switch.
Can I try?
Yeah, you can try anything. Are you bad at Tetris, or are you an embarrassment?
No, I'm good.
I always appreciate a game where you kind of bring your own interpretation of what's going on and your own feelings, and that's really what this game kind of lets you provide. I really appreciate it on the Switch because I was actually playing this in bed late, and it was just it was a nice experience right before bed.
The music is beautiful.
This also looks magnifique on the OLED, man. So
yeah, I can imagine that this is the perfect game for the Switch OLED. Like the vibe, just playing on the TV. Granted, this is a really nice quality 4K TV or whatever, but I can imagine that
that's called a humble brag, ladies.
It has to look phenomenal on the OLED.
You look phenomenal.
So now we're gonna change scenes, correct?
Yep. Whoa.
Audio.
Headphones, by the way, is the proper way to play this.
I can imagine.
I would actually, when playing this on the TV, I would Bluetooth and still keep my headphones on.
Oh, wow.
Now this next area with the Egyptian kind of detail is really neat because it's kind of like a hip-hop vibe to it. Which is pretty good. And as everyone knows, I'm a huge hip-hop fan.
It would be extremely convenient for me to get a long line. There we go.
Watching you play this game makes me realize I want to do a head-to-head with you on Tetris.
That would be fun. We totally should do that.
So, like I said, for anybody that's watching this and going, the Adventures Guild, you lost your mind. You're literally just playing Tetris. That's literally the highest selling game of all time, by the way. Fun fact, Tetris is the highest selling game of all time. You gotta really play it to understand how great this game is. It's so stupid good.
I have messed up badly. Well, I was doing decently, and then I fell apart. But that's okay, because we get the idea.
You know what this game feels like? You ever been laying in bed and you stretch out your legs and your ankles crack a little bit?
Sure.
And it feels great?
Sure.
That's what that experience is. Like a constant ankle crack.
Huh. I can see that.
Yeah, man. Mm-hmm.
Let me fill this bar, and then we'll call it there. I can. This is.
Get lost in this route. Yeah.
This is without question. I mean, it's designed to be this way, but this is without a doubt the most visually appealing Tetris game I've ever seen. That of course is the goal.
You're the goal, buddy.
I have recovered, by the way, from my awful situation earlier.
You think so?
Yeah.
I'm really excited for you to see what comes next, though.
After this?
Yeah.
Well, we're close.
Yeah. I played this with my wife, who is just a lucky woman to be with me. I remind her every single day that. And she almost, the next one is so visually different.
Well, we're doing it now. Here we go.
It almost threw her off. So.
Oh, well, this is a significant departure in theme.
Yep. You might want to take your pants off to get a little more comfortable.
What?
No? That was that. Okay. Well, we tried, Internet. We almost had him.
Wow, this is really cool.
You're really cool.
Well, Jess, I am probably going to be playing this for the next several hours, and I don't think we should shoot a video that's several hours in length. So why don't we,
That's right, we're going to stream it instead.
Why don't we call it there, pal?
Sounds good.
For the Adventures Guild, I'm Steve.
Golden Green, wrong channel. Still Jesse.
I told you I'm decent at Tetris.